Right, first we're going to have a practice before we learn about possessive apostrophes. Let's remind our brains about ES, S, and change Y to an, and add ES. Are you ready? Glasses. Oh, there's a Y. Quick, change Y to an I. Add ES. Pearl, pearls. I can hear, but I only need an S for the end of that word. Quick check. Dress. Oh, I hear this. Dresses. Penny. It's got a Y. Change Y to an I. Add ES. Angel. Angels. Dress. Did you hear it? Yes, you did. Don't forget to listen to those sounds. Lolly. There's a consonant before the Y, so change Y to an I and add ES. School. Schools. Watch. You'd like me to do ES? Yes? Okay. Watches. He watches me. Well done, you got 10. I think you're getting quicker. Right. These words are possessive apostrophe. Well, you know what an apostrophe is from when we were practicing our contractions, when we had bits of our words missing and we were joining words together. And possessive means belonging. Think about possessions, things you have. So a possessive apostrophe shows what things belong to whom. Right, let's have a practice first of contractions. So, are you ready? You've got 1 minute to speed write wouldn't, shouldn't, couldn't, weren't, hadn't, hasn't, shan't. I shall not, I shan't. Okay, you must spell them correctly. On your marks, get set, go. Keep going for a minute. And when a minute's gone, you may stop and then come back to me. Well done. Get your pencil, check and change. Anything that's gone wrong needs changing. Have you got W, O, U, lucky duck, N, apostrophe T, wouldn't? Have you got sh, O, U, lucky duck, nt? Have you got the letter C? O, U, lucky duck, nt. Have you got weren't? We were not at school last week. Weren't. We weren't at school last week. Check your spelling and change. Hadn't. I hadn't remembered to take my news story home to read, so I'll have to do it this week. I had not. Hasn't. Annika hasn't got any homework. Has not. Shan't. I shan't give you a spelling test yet, but maybe another day. I shall not. How many did you get? Count them up. If you wrote more than 20 words, give yourself a pat on the back. Right, we're going to think about a possessive apostrophe. Can you see any apostrophes on there? Quick check. Yes, good, you spotted one there. And, oh, you have spotted one there. Do you know what type of word that is? And, oh, yes, there's one there as well. Did you spot one in the top line? This is not a possessive apostrophe. This is our contraction. I can't find a pencil. So, that's not what we're using today. I have found Max's pencil. Here's the name Max. Here's the apostrophe, and there's a letter S. It means the pencil that belongs to Max. That's a lot of words to say. I have found the pencil that belongs to Max. I found it, it's just here. It's easier to say, I have found Max's pencil. I have found Max's pencil. I have found Max's pencil. There's my possessive apostrophe. I've been to the park. I have been to the park. I wish I'd been to the park. I haven't really. Look at that word. It's a contraction. It's short for I have. I have been to the park. Can't wait to go to the park again. So that's a contraction. So that's not what we're learning about today. Let's have a look at this sentence. This is Carol's ball. This is the ball that belongs to, yeah, Carol. This is the ball that belongs to Carol. It's easier to say, this is Carol's ball. Here is our possessive apostrophe. It belongs to him. Right. Could you please write these names and make them possessive? So we might say, with the book belonging to Max. Here is the book belonging to Max. Here is the book belonging to Jack. Here is the book belonging to Mr. Rolfe. Here is the book belonging to Mrs. Cox. Do you know who it belongs to? Let's make it easier. Let's say Max's book. Are you ready? Put your possessive apostrophe in and add S. Max's book. Let's make it say Jack's book, the book that belongs to Jack. Jack, apostrophe S. Jack's book. Or maybe it's Mr. Rolfe's book. Or maybe it's Mrs. Cox's book. Who does the book belong to? It's Mrs. Cox's book, you're right. Right, I've got 3 sentences for you today. We'll write one and then check it. Then we'll write the next one and check it. And then we'll write the 3rd one and check it. So your first sentence is, this is Alex's coat. This is Alex's coat. Press pause if you need a bit more time. Check and change. This is, have you got the name Alex and have you remembered to use a capital letter for the proper noun? Have you remembered your apostrophe, your possessive apostrophe, and have you written S? This is Alex's coat. This is Alex's coat. Here's the really important part that you need to make sure is right today. Your apostrophe S after the noun. Here's your next sentence. I have seen Max's mum. I have seen Max's mum. Press pause if you need a bit more time. Check and change. I have seen Max's mum. Let's check it with our sound buttons. I think it would be smartest if, oh dear, they weren't very good ones. Let's try that again. Make sure your eyes are nice and smart with a top and a bottom to them. I have you got your silent E? I have seen Max's. Have you got your apostrophe S? I have seen Max's mum. I have seen the mum belonging to Max. Sounds funny that way, doesn't it? And here's your last sentence. Who has seen Jack's bag? Who has seen Jack's bag? I think we've lost it. Pause if you need a bit more time. Check and change. Who, check how to spell the phoneme. Who has, it makes a Z sound, but check your spelling. We need an S at the end. Who has seen, we've just had that, seen, who has seen Jack? Here's Jack. Did you write your apostrophe? Did you write the S after it? Who has seen Jack's bag? And Did you hear that it was a question? Did you use a question mark? Well done.